what happens.
Plus, teams can make trades on freaking draft night.
Exactly. And honestly, with some of the free agents that that I was talking about before, I mean, they got the top 100 unrestricted free agents right now, and it's a lot of defensive players that we're seeing right now.
It's a lot, bro.
Or unless this is just for, that's just for inside linebacker. That's why I was like, okay, never mind. But so I think the other thing we'll go ahead and get into is just talk about draft needs for our two teams that we like. So Packers right now, apparently we.
Do that in a separate video. This is kind of long.
Well, no, I can cut it. Like I know where to cut it, so
okay.
I'll just.
Okay, you don't mind cutting it?
Yeah, no, because then I can just.
Cool.
Yeah, and then that way they don't have to deal with the cuts in between. So, Packers needs right now, if we're going to be honest, I think it's inside linebackers, safeties, and corners. So secondary work, I think we can get some. If we do not, we'll start with a basic. Number one, we got a new strength and conditioning coach, so hopefully we can deal with these like non-contact injuries because the last guy who was doing it could not get the job done. Yeah. So now we got to see if we can figure out a way to make sure people. Well, this guy was actually the strength and conditioning coach for San Fran. So let me see if I can pull up his information. I can't remember his name off the dome. Aaron Hill from the 49ers. Former University of Minnesota linebacker Aaron Hill, the new strength and conditioning coach for the Packers, has spent the last 5 seasons with the San Francisco 49ers. And in the last 5 years, San Fran has been one of the teams at the NFC. So I'm excited for it. We'll see what happens. See if we can make sure we don't have to deal with so many non-injury related injuries. Jesus. And number two, if we're talking needs, I think what they've been saying is we want to get some guys for safety and corners. And it's going to be interesting about how we attack this, considering that we're going to move from a 3-4 look to a 4-3. So I don't think we're going to have a lot of guys. Like we're going to need more guys to be able to roam. But underneath in nickel sets and stuff like that, we're going to need some guys that can play the speed guys in the slot or even stars in the slot and be able to play underneath and get physical with tight ends when it comes down to third down situations where they're going to be pressing for the sticks and going towards their tight end for a conversion. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to look forward to. I think that's going to be something that we can fix. The thing about the safeties and corners, it's really going to depend on the schema. If we're a 4-3 that likes to get downhill, I think that's going to be great. I didn't watch film on the guy for our new defensive coordinator, but I don't know if he likes to, substitute heavy either. So if he likes to substitute heavy, my only thing is that I don't know how many safeties and corners we're going to have to pick up. Because we're going to get a lot of new guys if that's the case, but we need to get some veterans too.
Getting rid of Simone Biles' husband, huh? You getting rid of the prize?
No, he did fine. He was more than worthy of being considered a prize. Ooh, what a 3. Yeah, beautiful 3. Yeah, just stood there. But like I was saying before, if this guy likes to substitute a lot, there's going to be a lot of, slants, schemes, like the way Dan Quinn used to run it at Atlanta with his 4-3.
The Quinjamin Franklin himself.
That choked. But
Manor's defense about to be interesting.
Yeah, so this defense is going to be good, but if we don't substitute a lot, then we got to look at guys that can do a lot. Like our safety's got to be able to do a lot, where they can come down, play tight ends on the inside, as well as play some guys underneath too, because you understand like what's going to happen with those guys that are going to be in there for long drives. Right. Also, inside linebackers, we're going to need a guy that can roam around a lot in the pass because of how everybody likes to pass, especially in the NFC. I was surprised we didn't see more running from Dallas, considering they had like a short guy and big linemen that could get it done. I was very shocked. But the only person I'd be concerned about running the ball on us a lot. Thank you.
Sneeze if you're gay, boy.
It's too late. I sneezed before it, so I was straight. My straightness is attacked. But what I am saying is that the only person that we got to watch out for running the ball probably going to be Christian McCaffrey in that NFC team. But even then, that's going to come down to a lot of can we get all 7 people in the box to actually move in one motion, sideline to sideline, so we can deal with that accordingly. Now, with that being said, I think we do need an intelligent inside linebacker that can move pieces around, talk to safeties, communicate with corners, put defensive linemen inside outside the way we need to, so that our four-man rush can be effective, but also that the safety and corners can be put in the right position to make plays. Now, with that being said, what I'd like to see, I'd like to either see McQueen get picked up or Devin White.
Patrick Queen?
Yeah, Patrick Queen or...
Big Queen.
My bad. I thought it was
Like that
McQueen.
YouTuber?
Yeah. I'd like to either see him get picked up or Devin White. You know, they have him as number 7 in the top whatever. But even Tyrell Dodson, you know, they have him as number 1. He's 26-year-old. I like Patrick Queen, but he's just been doing a good job of just playing coverage, has long arms. And I think that's exactly what you need for mismatches. But Tyrell Dodson, Patrick McQueen, Devin White, those would be some guys that I'd look at. Number 1, Devin White has playoff experience too, just like Queen has playoff experience as well. They've been considered all-stars, and they can actually move around and communicate with people. Because if we're going to be honest, we're not going to see traditional 4-3s. Like Preston Smith is going to be considered outside linebacker, but he's going to be put in that defensive end where he's going to have to come down and just rush. And you want a guy like that to do that because he's going to take a lot of leverage off of, or a lot of liability off of your run defense because of the fact that he can make tackles and just play the run defense so effectively. So with that being said, I think you need a guy to roam around and just be a ball hawk all day and just play run support, not run initiator. And I think Devin White will be a good guy, or even Queen himself, because he even showed that with the way that he's been able to communicate this past year with the Baltimore Ravens. Now, in terms of safeties and stuff, I think we just need to, I don't want Alexander to go to waste, you know, because the pack is back, right? But my problem is like, I just want them to use him better, or not better, but I just don't want it to be that we have to roam him around everywhere, but we cannot get the correct coverages that we're looking from on the backside with the corners or even safeties, because everybody else on that team is a freaking liability.
Okay, all right.
And so with that being said, I mean, Antonio Whitfield from the Bucks.
Oh, from the Bucks at
Yeah,
safety?
yeah. Darnell Savage is. I think we're trying to re-sign him. I think we need to re-sign him because we need. It's just going to be when we have those 2 high sets and we want to be able to play a safety over the top, like right under that linebacker. So the linebacker.
Fast enough too, bro.
Yes, and we need to be able to have him play like that hybrid in the box, out of the box, 1 through 3 series, so we don't have to bring somebody else. So that we can have another safety that just roams, but we can have Savage play in the box to actually, deflect passes with tight ends or even play on guys like Samuel's in the slot. So if we can get another safety that can just roam over the top, that would be good. And then corners-wise, like I said, we just need one more corner that's not a liability, that can play as a dime or a nickel set. Because that's where we need to start winning a lot more of those sets, on those 2nd and 7s, 3rd and 8s, or even 3rd and 3s. You got to be able to have a guy that can play underneath and do well. Jalen Johnson, L'Jarius Sneed. I mean, he's in the he's. I mean, if we could pull him, Chidobe Awuzie. He had a bad year, or a down year a little bit. Kendall Fuller wouldn't be bad.
Nope.
And yeah, I haven't heard that name in a long time, but Kendall Fuller wouldn't be bad. And I think being able to have a veteran guy like that who's 29, give him like 2 or 3 years, but then we could have him transition like Hall did, to have him play over the top as a safety, to actually just roam over the top. Okay. So that Darnell Savage could still play in the box and be that extra help as a safety in those diamond nickel sets that we want to see.
Okay.
So that's kind of just been where my head's been at with a lot of those guys. Even Stephon Gilmore, I wouldn't, if I would honestly try.
Toast. No, I'm just joking.
I would try to. He's 33. He only got about 2 more years.
Man, yeah. Fuck. I just.
Oh, what a play! Great inbounds play.
I hate to see Stephon Gilmore's downfall, bro.
Yeah.
Like, he was locking shit up. You remember that play in Dallas?
Yeah, I know.
Where he was on the Patriots,
locking
up Amari Cooper like that.
Yeah.
Good God.
And that's the thing. Xavier Howard, Jesus, he is still lock up. We got to re-sign Keyshawn Nix. If we don't do that, he was decent in the slot, which is fine. But my thing is, this may sound like a risk, but taking guys like Kendall Fuller, Stephon Gilmore, or even Xavier Howard, transition them to Roman safeties that can just play over the top. Because of their length, they know how to play the ball when the ball is released in the air. Mm-hmm. You're telling me you want that veteranship over the top that doesn't cost you any PIs on the backside?
Right.
on deep balls and stuff like that, so that your younger guys can play hard underneath. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. They know who to help on, who not to help on. They can do a lot of the player coaching and audibles that you need done on the field. So if you are going to do that cover 6 where you got cover 2 on the back side and cover 4 on the front side, you can do that. That's just where I'm kind of at. I mean, Miles Bryant in the slot, that's what they're staying on here. He wouldn't be bad if we could get him to play underneath in those nickel and dime sets. So that's just kind of where my head's been at. But, yeah. Do I have... I think we maybe... What the heck? The only last one I'm just going to cover is like maybe a rusher that we may need. But I don't even think we need a rusher, to be honest. But, Josh Allen, outside linebacker. Yeah, that would be good. Brian Burns, Leonard Floyd. Shaq Barrett at 31.
I can't believe the freaking Bucks are no longer with Shaq Barrett.
Yeah.
He put their freaking whole defense on.
Yeah.
Like, that's just crazy.
Well, then he came out of Clemson, right?
Yeah.
Because he played that game with like a torn MCL.
Man, Shaq Barrett was crazy great.
Yeah. Bud Dupree is 31. Jesus Christ. That dude has been a dog for a while. But I think I would try to pick up one of those guys just for the veteranship they offer in the locker room, though, if we're going to be honest. And then we don't really need those.
We don't really need those.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I meant we don't really need any, like, outside linebacker. I mean, we could get another rusher, but it's just going to depend on that 4-3 split the way we want to play it. Then offensively, we just need to pick up a tight, either a tackle this offseason or something else. Because, number one, we need to get rid of Bakhtiari. Second year that he's been injured, he's getting paid out, but we're not getting the productivity because he had another season-ending knee injury or something, second game into the season last year. And this other guy didn't do bad, but he let a lot of pressures go. But we got Tyron Smith, Mike Onwenu, Jonah Williams,
for sure land Tyron Smith,
and then Trenton Brown. The problem is they just got huge injury risk for some of them. I like Mike Onwenu. He's 26. He's played both guard and tackle, but he plays his best at right tackle. But our right tackle did fine, but I'd move him to left tackle. Yeah, I'd be just move to left tackle, buddy. You'll do fine.
Just move to left.
You know, because you're 26. Still got some years on you. Jonah Williams. Yeah, he was playing on the right side this whole last year for the Bengals. I remember that because the right tackle went out. So the Mike Onwenu or Jonah Williams for a left tackle is what we need with a young quarterback that we have in Jordan Love. We can figure that out. We get guys that can do that for us. We'll be A-okay. I like those guys because they can actually get a lot of stuff done. They can develop. They've seen a lot of the defenses, especially in the AFC. Having to see those AFC pass rushes like with the Chiefs and stuff, Spagnuolo with the blitzes, right. And then TJ Watt, the way they tried to open up things for him as well. New York Jets, that defense, having to play against a defense like that, yeah, come on in, buddy. Come on in.
Right.
We need you. So those are guys, I think all of our other positions were solid. I mean, you know, wide receivers, we just got to make sure Christian Watson's healthy, our tight end's healthy, and I think we got I forgot our other tight end, but our receiver, and he played well. And so that's just the thing. Running backs, I'll try to go get Josh Jacobs right now. Or Tony Pollard, too.
Damn, Josh Jacobs got hella kids, bro.
Don't matter.
Xavier Howard, too, man. I can't believe he got fat-ass contract.
Yeah. Or even DeAndre Swift is apparently on the draft block.
What?
Yeah.
From the Eagles?
I think so, from what they're saying on here. So we'll see. Or even Zach Moss. Zach Moss would be disgusting if we could pick him up. So.
Oh, my God.
So.
Darius Garland cooking.
Yeah, he's going to probably drop 55 today, honestly.
He just hit a hot 3 right now from deep, bro. He said,
Great defense. Oh, I thought he was going to make that. So that's kind of what I think we need as a team.
Okay.
Yeah, we can get those key pieces together. Depending on what this 4-3 looks like, we'll see if they're going to try to be number one. Are they going to substitute heavy? Number two, are they going to look downhill to blitz hard and do everything that they need to do? And then are if they're going to come down and just be aggressive with the 4. And then number 3, nickel and dime packages. We need to be able to put our playmakers in a position to where Darnell Savage can come down on those dime and nickel sets, as well as be able to have a safety over the top in those 2 shell, 1 shell high sets. He can just roam over the top to give support, especially on the side with on the opposite side of a Jair Alexander. And I think if we can get maybe 1 or 2 more, one guy to just play inside the slot nice, we'll be good to go. Offensive tackle, go ahead and get rid of Bakhtiari, bring in one of those 2 left tackles I mentioned. They'll get the job done. They've shown it before. They're young, average age 25, 26. They'll be able to develop with Jordan Love, and we'll see what we're like in there. And then other than that, I can't think of inside linebacker. 4-3, you got to have an intelligent guy that can move pieces around. You can't just, since it's not shared between 2 linebackers in a 3-4 set usually. And I think you got to, that way you can let Preston Smith do what he needs to do as a rushing outside linebacker and be able to be more comfortable in those nickel and dime sets. So, thank you. We'll go ahead and get to DeAndre over here. Go ahead, buddy.
The Chiefs really just need a wide receiver, or they can
Amen.
just get some depth at DB. That's really all they need, man.
Amen.
I don't see the need in taking on any freaking free agent defensive back from the freaking offseason or anything like that. Good news is we franchised L'Jarius Sneed for another year.
Yeah. Oh, he was the corner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
So we franchised him, so he'll be able to talk about seeing other teams and all that after his time is up. So we've got him locked for another year, but I mean, I'm not really nervous about us drafting DBs. Like,
I think you guys should.
I'm not nervous about us drafting any freaking secondary players at all. Like, we drafted McDuffie, and you saw how he panned out.
Yeah, exactly. I think you guys just got great scouting ability to find eyes on what you guys need for the team, which is good. I think in terms of wide receiver, you guys could go after Mike Evans.
Yeah, that's what everybody's saying. But if my thing is, we could totally just, I mean, literally, we could go after Mike Evans, but I'd rather us to go in the draft and get Xavier Worthy. That's who I want us to pick up. Just a tall target for Mahomes, 6'4".
Mike Evans is like 6'6".
Yeah, but Mike Evans got a heavy contract.
That's true. So you got Mike Evans.
He need to go somewhere where he finna get paid and be the number 1 option.
Well, he said he wants to go get paid, but then he wants to win another ring. And I'm like, I would go with the Chiefs. So in my last 4 to 5 years, that'd be the best shot of me being able to get a ring. I know I'd probably be the number 1 option.
Hell yeah.
And that's probably going to be the veteranship that they need, especially for what's his face to develop. Because the other receiver, he's not bad. It's just like those drops and stuff. He can't be the star.
Chris Godwin and Mike Evans are crazy combo.
They were disgusting for TD.
They're about to be broken up,
Yeah.
Especially Mike Evans.
Oh, let's see. Oh, he about to show out. Come on, Powell. Yeah.
Oh, windmill?
Yeah, come on, buddy.
Towels.
Just windmill. He dropped. Edwards had 27.
Kawhi dropped
32. Yeah, Kawhi the silent assassin.
Listen, look at this commercial. It's a BLT, I think, for our. Sorry, guys. This is unrelated. I saw this earlier. I don't really know how I feel about it. Brown sugar.
Bacon. Ooh, that sounds pretty fire. On a Hawaii roll? Bumbaclot. But you guys also have Calvin Ridley, Marquise Brown.
Pick up Calvin. I don't know if I want to get Marquise Brown, if I'm being honest.
Okay. And Gabriel Davis. He's only 25.
Gabe Davis, huh?
Yep.
Fall off of the year, inconsistent as fuck. That nigga had 200 in the AFC last year, 2 years ago. The boy ain't been hot since.
Well, also
hot ass, I should say.
Darnell Mooney,
the double move merchant himself.
Yeah, and then Odell's like
Odell's gone out the race. No way.
Well, I think he had like a 1 year or 2 year with them.
Dang, imagine if Odell don't re-sign with the Ravens, bro. Lamar about to be cooked. I'm sorry, Lamar,
yeah.
But my grace for you is done, bro. Like, you literally could have.
Oh, you guys could go get Chase Claypool too.
You just offering mid after mid.
Well, Chase Claypool they just could not get him the ball the way he needed to.
Claypool don't be wanting to catch it.
You don't think so? That's fair. Nelson he resigned already. Dang. I'm just looking at what they got ranked as a top 100. Randall Cobb.
I'm fine with totally not freaking taking on
you want Laquan Treadwell?
Laquan Treadwell?
Yeah.
Hell no.
Marquise Goodwin? Nah, I'm playing. Yeah, the draft may be the way to go. You guys could find a guy that's already been able to play, man.
I'm telling you, we need to go get Xavier Worthy. They need to stop playing at Patrick a tall target. Tyreek, I like Tyreek because he's a one-play threat. But once we get in that end zone, he was limited. He's not a contest catching guy. That's not that. He's a
body catcher.
Yeah,
Body.
body. So that's out the window. That's all. That's really all the Chiefs need.
Okay. Oh, and also, yeah, I hope we re-sign Aaron Jones because we do need that running back. But they're talking about restructured contracts. A lot of the running backs that we're going to go out to get, either free agent or in the draft, it's going to depend on if we can get Aaron Jones back. We're not keeping A.J. Dillon. He's gone. Yeah, he ain't coming back. He ain't coming back, and I was kind of sad they're breaking up this two-headed horse.
What? No way. Well, Packers might be mid next year.
Well, it depends.
Defense will be solid, probably.
Well, I think we made $10 million in cap room. I don't know what the play is. I don't know what big names we're trying to sign, either in the offseason or with new names. But a lot of the cash space is going to get freed up, as if we can figure out getting some of these young guys to develop into stars, so we don't have to pay them star money out the gate. So we'll definitely see with that. But yeah, that kind of covers the draft portion. I don't think there's anything else we wanted to go over.
Right.
We'll go ahead and transition into another topic.